routine number 4 focuses on some upper body movements, and it also has a neck stretch in there as well. So I'll break down each exercise and then we'll put it into the context of how they flow from one to the other. First we'll start with tracing with a founder. So we have our basic founder exercise, and we're just going to add what's called a trace. And so to do that, you just take your hands like this, your thumbs are up against the side of your body, and you're just tracing up your body, and you're kind of imagining a string is pulling your elbows up, and it's going to open up your lats. And so then you want to do that while you're doing a founder. So you get in position 1 of a founder, so a slight hip hinge, and so you're activating the muscles in your back, and then from there, to go into position 2, you do the trace, holding up the elbows. You can hold it there, and then go the rest of the way up. So that's the trace with founder. Then we have the puppy stretch. So for this, you'll stand about a foot or so away from the wall, and you can change that distance based on how much of a stretch you want. So you'll put your palms up against the wall, and then bring your elbows against the wall, and your hands behind your head. And then just stretch it out. And you can hold for about 30 seconds or so. And so basically, that exercise is similar to just pulling your arm behind your back like this, where you might be stretching your tricep. But doing it this way, you can do both arms at once, and you also end up stretching a few more muscles than you would be if you're doing this. You kind of stretch the whole front of your body instead of more isolated to the tricep. So that's the puppy stretch. And then finally, just a little neck stretch. And so especially with the neck stretch, you don't want to strain your muscles and stretch them too hard. It's just a light stretch. So you do it both sides. Your left arm here, and then just gently tilt your head to the right, and you'll feel the stretch along here. If you want an additional stretch, you'd have to be really careful with this, but you can just simply lay the weight of your arm on your head to feel it stretch a little bit more. And so I'm not pulling my head this way, I'm simply just laying the weight of my arm at a little bit more of a stretch. And so you can do that both sides. So then right arm on the right shoulder blade, and then stretch it the other way. So putting those all in a continuous flow, we'll start with the tracing with a founder, and we'll do it facing the wall. We'll hinge it back, trace up, the strings pulling the elbows up, and then continue up. And then from here you can go straight into a puppy stretch. Elbows against the wall. Then here you can go straight into the neck stretch. And then you can go back to practicing.